Accountability is impossible without the truth. For a leader, there's no such thing as kind of telling the truth. If you are a leader, you are either fulfilling your personal commitment to tell someone who is counting on you the truth, or you aren't fulfilling that commitment. If you aren't, then accountability within the relationship and the organization you lead is impossible, because you've already failed to be accountable to your team coming out of the gate. That's the high standard that leaders of teams and organizations must meet. They're either telling the truth or they aren't. It's kind of like the old joke about having a baby. You're either pregnant or you're not. There's no such thing as being a little pregnant. It's an absolute state. And so is being a leader who expects and shares the truth. You can depend on a culture where truth is consistently present. You cannot depend on a person who passes along or accepts less than the truth. Accountability and lying can never exist in the same space. People who speak truth want only truth and do not want anything else around them. They don't want lies. They are not afraid of being told the truth. They love the truth, even when it hurts. And they don't want to associate with anything that is not the truth, or with people who accept less than the truth. What happens to people who don't want to hear the truth? What happens when they would rather have their egos stroked than deal with the reality of their current situation? What happens to their organization? Well, the viewpoint of the entire organization becomes distorted. The viewpoint of the company's people become distorted. The viewpoint of what their people can accomplish becomes distorted. There is a false picture of where they are, both individually and organizationally. This false picture leads to bad decisions, and those bad decisions lead to an ever-growing wave of less than favorable outcomes. It's a downward cycle. When people consistently don't want to hear the truth, they lead themselves and the people around them in the wrong direction. This is the ultimate recipe for failure. The truth produces something. It produces a freedom. We've all heard the expression, the truth will set you free. Well, this concept originates in the New Testament. It's the Gospel of John, chapter 8, verse 32. But what does it mean? This idea that the truth will set you free? Free from what? What kind of freedom is it? And what will that freedom allow you to do? What happens if you do not have that freedom? The reality is that truth frees you by allowing you to be you. When the standard by which you live your life is the truth that guides you, when you make your decisions based on this standard, you move closer to the person you are supposed to be. And you become more consistent in both your actions and your results. When you build your life around truth, you are free to move forward because you know how to make decisions. You know what your decisions are based on. And you know that the decisions you make, when they are based on the standard of truth, will always be the best decision you could possibly have ever made. That is true freedom for leaders and for everyone else. If you like this message, be sure and give us a thumbs up. Share the video with your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll see you next time.